This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. On St. Croix Tuesday, several new peace officers have joined the ranks of those who keep our community safe. It was a graduation ceremony for the 17 new peace officers who have sworn to protect and serve the Virgin Islands community. The officers will be serving in various departments throughout the territory: the Virgin Islands Police Department, school officers, Port Authority hospitals, and many more area agencies on St. Croix. Many people spoke at Tuesday's graduation ceremony in St. Croix, and the Virgin Islands Police Commissioner had a very powerful message for these 17 new peace officers.
Law enforcement nationally is in quite a predicament, with communities questioning whether they want decreased law enforcement. This, however, is not the case here in the territory, our home. Our community wants police officers, law enforcement officers in totality. Do not subscribe to the ignorance or misinformation spewed by the less than a handful, a very small percentage of the social media or talk show disruptors that can be heard daily. The Monday morning quarterbacking by spineless individuals who find fault with every action taken by law enforcement. At the end of the day, none of those individuals who demonstrate continuous cowardice would dare to take the leap of faith as you have, which is to support this community with dignity, with pride. Moreover, who do you think they call when they have a problem? It will be you, each and every one of you here today. You're going to have good days in law enforcement. You're going to have not so good days in law enforcement. And then you're going to have some terrible days that are going to make you question why you joined law enforcement. But I can tell you this: there is no law enforcement officer in this room who has gone through those three, who has experienced those three, that has quit because of the really bad days. I thank you guys for being here, because you're the ones that are going to quell that anxiety of the community, especially in those really bad days.
Oh, what a wonderful message, and congratulations to those 17 new men and women who have joined the other peace officers in their efforts to keep St. Croix streets safe. On Wednesday, a graduation ceremony will take place for the new peace officers in St. Thomas. Also on St. Croix, a big celebration to start the week as leaders celebrate the opening of a brand new drag racing track. VI Governor Albert Bryan Jr., along with the Department of Sports and Recreation Commissioner Calvert White, members of the legislature, and members of the Caribbean Drag Racing Association were all on hand for a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Monday. Also, drag racing enthusiasts presided over the ribbon cutting as the St. Croix drag racing track officially reopened after Hurricane Maria severely damaged the facility in 2017. The governor and Commissioner White, as you just saw there, even got a chance to take a drive down the newly refurbished track. It is official, the U.S. Virgin Islands will host the 2023 National Organization of Black Elective Legislative, or NOBLE, Women Annual Legislative Conference. The conference will be held in June 2023 at the newly constructed Westin Frenchman's Reef Hotel, led by Senate President Donna Frett-Gregory in conjunction with the VI Department of Tourism. The official invite party closed the 2022 conference this past weekend in Maryland. That's where this picture is from, and launched the planning of the 2023 conference. Attendees got a glimpse and taste of America's paradise with food, drinks, and music. Senate President Donna Frett-Gregory expressed her appreciation with the selection of the Virgin Islands and assured those who gathered this past weekend that the Virgin Islands would not disappoint next year. Noble Women is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization composed of current and former Black women legislators, established in 1985 to increase and promote the presence of Black women in government, nonprofit, and corporate leadership in the United States. It's wonderful it'll be here in the Virgin Islands next year. And as we begin a new week, COVID-19 cases remain steady in the USVI and continue with a downward trend. Let's take a look at the latest numbers. There are currently 42 active COVID cases territory-wide, with 29 on St. Croix, 12 on St. Thomas, and 1 active case on St. John. The Virgin Islands commissioner said on Tuesday, while a few people are still being hospitalized from the virus, they are recovering quickly and returning home, which is certainly a good sign. In other health news today, over the weekend, the NFL played its first slate of games under newly revised concussion protocols. The most substantial change adds ataxia, the appearance of imbalance or diminished motor function, to the list of symptoms that immediately remove a player from the field. It follows a joint review after the Miami QB's high-profile concussion. Here's more on what led to the change.
Given that this is a hard injury to diagnose, and given that sometimes players may not feel like they're in a position to endorse all symptoms, we should err on the side of caution.
11 days after Tua Tagovailoa was carted off on a stretcher, NFL Chief Medical Officer Dr. Alan Seals told us including ataxia in the NFL's updated concussion protocols is intended to be conservative.
There may well be a player who stumbles and doesn't have a brain injury, but would be held out and diagnosed with a concussion. If we're going to make a mistake, we're going to make a mistake on the side of being cautious.
The scenario appeared to play out on Sunday as Dolphins backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater faced the new guidelines triggered by his teammates' gruesome injury. A spotter noticed Bridgewater stumble following a hard tackle on just his first play of the game, automatically ruling him out.
He doesn't have any symptoms and he's passed his evaluation.
Bridgewater later passed neurological tests administered by doctors, but so did Tagovailoa last month after he visibly struggled to recover from a powerful hit.
Oh, he's woozy.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Oh, my goodness.
An investigation by the league and its Players Association found that the concussion protocols in effect at the time had been followed, but concluded they'd produced an unintended outcome in allowing Tagovailoa to play just days later, where he was severely hurt.
We can always improve. The practice of medicine is not perfect, but what our commitment can be is to continue to examine ourselves, see how we can get better, and how we can lead in this area.
The countdown to Christmas is on, and major retailers are getting a head start on holiday deals, some even rolling out what they're calling Black Friday deals in October. If you're overwhelmed already, you're not alone. Emily Akita has the information you need about details or deals that are now underway and strategies for finding the best price for that must-have item on your list.
It's beginning to look a lot like Black Friday as major retailers look to kickstart the seasonal savings weeks before Halloween. Walmart is rolling out rollback discounts on popular gift categories like beauty and electronics for the next 3 days. And Target is launching week-long Black Friday deals 3 weeks earlier than last year, cutting prices on appliances and toys, and even offering 50% off on select home items.
There are a lot of deals out there. Basically, Black Friday season has already started in full force.
And this is just the beginning. Amazon will kick off its Prime Early Access sale. Expect the deepest discounts on Amazon products like Echoes, Kindles, and Fire TVs, but you'll also find steals on brands including Sony and Dell. And while Kohl's is dishing out 2 days of deals on the 11th and 12th, Bed Bath & Beyond's fall savings event features markdowns of up to 50%.
Everyone's looking for a deal right now.
The October savings have frugal holiday shoppers starting to check off their gift lists earlier than ever.
Here we are in the beginning of October, and I would say I'm 75-80% done my holiday shopping.
So what's pushing the so-called Christmas creep? Insiders say retailers are trying to clear out excess inventory and win over cautious consumers who are spreading out their shopping as inflation strains their wallets.
Retailers know that consumers are really stressed financially this year. There is some demand for shopping early because it does make it easier on your budget if you can be disciplined and spread out your purchases without overspending.
To ease the headache, experts say turn to technology. Websites like slickdeals.net source and compare prices online at multiple locations, with users voting on the best deals. While apps like Shop Savvy allow you to scan barcodes in person to find the lowest price, and Camel will track an item's price history on Amazon so you know if the sale price is truly a good buy. But with so many discounts coming in the countdown to Christmas, a key secret to saving is price matching. Target, Walmart, and Best Buy all say they will match prices on select items, but their policies vary. If Target, for instance, drops the cost of something you already purchased there, you can request a price match through Christmas Eve. So there may be no time like the present to get those gifts.
Hard to believe we're talking about holiday shopping already. It'll be here before we know it.